Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tobias, and I am very happy to be here today and contribute to an inspiring PechaKucha event. Today, I would like to talk about the art of focus for agile leaders, and I would like to start with the number 12. Let's discover what we can do in 12 minutes and how it relates to the art of focus. I want to start with looking at our cuisine. As an example, we can cook a pot of delicious pasta in 12 minutes. We can let a dough rise or rest. We can have a relaxing French breakfast with a café au lait and a pain au chocolat. We can even bake chocolate cookies in the oven, or we can slice the agile elephant into pieces. And when it comes to exercise, sport, or just enjoying our free time, there are plenty of things we can do in 12 minutes as well. A round of speed chess on average takes 12 minutes, and so does a quarter of a basketball game. We can do a stretching or yoga exercise, or watch an episode of our famous kids series Paw Patrol with our children. In fact, we can also invest these 12 minutes to train our attention management. A training that teaches us to hold our focus and helps us recognize whether we are focused or whether we have an open quality of attention. To proceed, I would like to introduce two protagonists to you, flashlight and floodlight. Dr. Amishi Jha, professor of psychology at the University of Miami, introduces them as follows. Flashlight means if we direct our attention to a certain task or object, we become clearer and more granular in our information. Floodlight means broadening our focus and being very receptive of what is happening around us. And as an agile leader, we need both. Sometimes to be open and receptive to new information, problems or potential solutions, and to be fully aware of our ever-changing environment. Nurturing this quality of open awareness helps us not to oversee any important piece of information. Or we need to be focused and stay concentrated to achieve outcomes and complete steps that have been started, thus creating the basis for our next actions. The art of focus for agile leaders is threefold. 1, train our quality of attention. 2, train our capacity to detect the current state of attention. And 3, consciously work with this information. The really good news is we can learn how to do it, and we can get better at it too through continuous training. Isn't that promising? Ideally, we need a practice which teaches us what it feels like to be both focused or open and receptive. So I invite you to the mental gym, and I'm going to show you how it works. Let's have a look at the very basic 4-step exercise, focused attention, which we can do somewhere during the day or in the evening before we go to bed. We can also choose to deploy this exercise as a morning routine and probably combine it with a coffee or tea, or you integrate it into your very personal daily schedule. Before you start, the only thing to do is creating space and finding a comfortable position on a chair, lying on the floor, or even while standing. The art of finding your posture for this practice is to create a good balance between being relaxed and alert at the same time. Now, you are ready to start this practice by just picking an object or a body sensation where you will focus on during this exercise. This will be your anchor, and you can literally use anything that is currently around you. It can be a sound, a sensation, a piece of music, a bird singing, or even your breath. First step. Now you have one job to do. Focus on your anchor. Let your attention rest there and observe it with the highest mental resolution possible. Be curious. Notice any changes in your anchor. Tap into the details. Now you are training your flashlight attention. Second step. After some time, your mind will wander. How quickly this happens depends on your training maturity. Having no previous experience with mental training, it will probably happen very quickly. It is completely natural, and it is part of the training. It is exactly the trigger you have been waiting for. Because now you are no longer focused. You have the opportunity to observe what distracts you and what is going on. Now you train the floodlight state. Third step. What thoughts keep you busy? What feelings or body sensations can you perceive? The important thing here is that you only observe instead of letting yourself be drawn into these distractions. Keep your distance, and before you get carried away, give these things a name. Make a mental note of them. Fourth step. Once you have named these distractions, just let them go. Leave them behind like a cloud passing by. Make sure to start over from the beginning by returning with your attention to the previously established anchor. Do this exercise for 12 minutes a day. It's like physical training, only it takes place on a neurological level. And why not include it into your regular team meetings? By the way, there is no age limit for this training. We are able to train our mind throughout our lives. And the good thing, you don't have to pay a membership fee for a gym. My name is Tobias, and I'm a member of the corporate IT organization. I work as a transformation consultant, and I'm a qualified organizational teacher for emotional intelligence. I welcome any of your questions and contact. Just reach out to me or follow me on LinkedIn. Before we close, there is one more thing. For everyone, and especially for those who cannot imagine fitting 12 uninterrupted minutes into their daily routine. Here's a micro exercise that combines both qualities, flashlight and floodlight, and only takes about a minute. Do this practice 6 times a day, and you already got 50% of your daily dose. The mindful check-in practice. Join me now or do it whenever you sit down and before you start your next action. Just take 3 breaths. On the first breath, rest your attention on your head. Where are you right now? In the present, the future, or the past? On the second breath, rest your attention on the body. How are you feeling? Tense or relaxed? On the third breath, rest your attention on the heart. What are your values and beliefs, and how can they help you now to accomplish the next task? That's it. Tony Robbins, 6-time New York Times bestselling author, entrepreneur, and philanthropist, says, it takes 21 days to learn a new habit and 90 days to make it a lifestyle. I wish you all the best on your journey to purposeful focus and attention as an agile leader. Thank you very much.